Way down in deep 13, Dr. Forrester and TV's Frank were hatching an evil scheme.
Hey everyone, Joshua51790 speaking, and guess what? It's time for another review. And today I'm going to be reviewing an old show known as Mystery Science Theater 3000, or MST3K for short. This show was a comedy created by Joel Hodgson, produced by Best Brains Incorporation, that ran from 1988 to 1999. Now, in this series, we have a man marooned on a satellite, which looks like a dog bone, by the way, along with a couple of robots, and two of them go into a theater with him to watch really bad movies, shall we say. I mean, some of these movies are so bad, they deserve to be locked up in a safe, and the safe should be tossed to the center of the earth, for crying out loud. Now, the main characters that send our guys these bad movies are two scientists, very evil, well, sort of evil, and their names are Dr. Forrester and TV's Frank. Dr. Forrester's the main scientist who wants to rule the world somehow, but right now he's just torturing our main characters with really bad movies. Now, as for the main characters that are trapped on the satellite of love, there's just one guy and four robots. The guy is named Joel Hodgson. Well, for most of seasons 1 through 4 and half of season 5. Through the rest, it was Mike Nelson. And as for the robots, it's Cambot, Gypsy, Tom Servo, and Crow. Now these only Mike, Joel, Tom, and Crow go into the movie theater to watch the really bad movies. Gypsy tried once, didn't work well. Now, as the main plot on this show is that in order to keep the guy's sanity, he must watch the movie but riff at it at the same time. If you don't know what riffing is, it's like commentary but funny. So, as you see this movie, you'll see a little silhouette at the bottom of the screen, and then you'll see either Mike or Joel, depending on which season you're watching, and then you'll see Tom and Crow sit beside him. That's when you know there's going to be some riffing going on. And you can tell that they're talking because their heads move or their mouths move, something like that. And every line of dialogue they do to riff on this is pure funny. It's like, God, it makes you think, do they do this on the spot? Now, as many seasons have passed and many movies got their flaws mocked at, many parts of the show has changed, which is pretty much common for any show that has any number of seasons. And during this change of the seasons, many characters either get replaced, or the plot of the show changes just by a bit. Example? Well, how about I let one of the intros just tell you?
In the not too distant future, somewhere in time and space, Mike Nelson and his robot pals are caught in a nasty place. They try to survive the wrath of Pearl, just an evil gal who wants to rule the world. From her castle below, she sets her sights above, just to torture all her captives on the satellite of love.
And that was only Season 10's intro. Look back on some of the other intros when you got time to see how much it changed before the final season. And all in all, Mystery Science Theater 3000 is one of the greatest shows of all time. It lasted for 11 years, and I say, if a show like that can last for a very long time, then that's a show I can get behind. Well, that show is just another story for another day. MST3K has also got good side skits for in case if the viewers are not liking the movie as much as well as the riffs. Some of these side skits are pretty much either related to the movie, not related to the movie, or they're just plain out random. After Mystery Science Theater 3000 had its last episode and it ran on its reruns, Mike Nelson, Kevin Murphy, and Bill Corbett still had the riffing spirit. So, they came back together, and they are riffing movies even today. What movies are they? The new-aged ones, even some past movies. Except now, you can't watch them on TV. You gotta go to a website called rifftracks.com, where you can find all their riffs and buy them as well. So then whatever movie you bought, and if you get the riff for it, then you can watch the movie synced up with the riff. And it is very funny, I will say. Very funny indeed. Well, I hope you pretty much enjoy somewhat of this review of Mystery Science Theater 3000. I am Joshua51790, and I'll be signing off with a salute to Mystery Science Theater 3000.